Good morning, friends. Welcome to Wanna Go Fishing. What is it we haven't done in a long time? Well, let's see. We haven't done a good stop, drop, and roll. Now, any of you who haven't gone back that far may not remember what I'm talking about. Stop, drop, and roll meant we're going to stop somewhere, preferably a flea market, a garage sale, yard sale. We are going to drop some money on some sort of fishing equipment that we think is repairable and usable, and we're going to fix it on the tailgate of the truck, and then we're going to roll on down to the fishing hole and do some fishing with that very piece of equipment. There you go. Stop, drop, and roll. That's what we're going to do this morning. I am ready, prepared. The flea market opened about an hour ago. The fishing stuff doesn't run out of there, so I'm not too big a hurry to get there, but I want to fish. I've got my coffee. Don't even like coffee. I've had sausage for breakfast. Feels good. Almost feels good. My wife has parked me in, and I've got to weave and bob and it's going to be hard to get out of here. But I don't feel like going back inside and getting the keys and moving the car. So we're going to just do some back and forth and forth and back and forth and then side and left. And I might get out, pick this thing up, and just set it in the grass. Who knows? The coffee is kicking in. So let's get Mr. T started and warmed up and get ready for my 65-point turn to get out of here. Cold start, fires right up. Now, it's important to remember that you're not always going to be able to talk without somebody texting you. And why I don't put that phone on silent, I don't know. It's always important to remember that when you go to the flea markets and places like that, you're not always going to find something. There's lots of stuff there, but a lot of it is just stuff you wouldn't use. It's things that would look good cleaned up and in some ocean/river themed store or restaurant or something like that. It's not something that you would use. Well, we're pulling up to the flea market. Nice, bright, sunny, cool day. Lots of vendors. I see lots of vendors. So, you never know. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see what we can come up with. So, the old flea market produced for us today. So we stopped. We dropped some money. And now we're rolling out to the campground, see if we can take this combo that I found. That's right. Found a combo. You're going to love this thing. It's right up my alley, and it seems to function and work okay. We're going to take it apart, clean it up, put some line on it, and we're going to throw her, fling her, sling her, use it, hopefully. Keep y'all's fingers crossed. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I ain't going to show you till we get where we're going. I didn't film inside the flea market because there was a lot of people in there today. And any of you fellow YouTubers know that sometimes you catch people on the camera and they don't think much of it. And it's stupid to me. Now, maybe you're wanted. Maybe your face is hanging inside the post office or something, and maybe that's it. But either way, I respect people's privacy. And when I'm around a whole lot of people like that, I usually don't film. But anyway, when we get to the campground, I'll show you what we found. And we're gonna go fishing. Matter of fact, I'm flying right now. We're speeding there. Here we go. That was everything we had right there. 60. Woo! What do we have here? That's what we have here. A Heddon 112 spin cast combo, people. It's a little tiny 3'10" combo rod. Well, rod and reel. Is that not the coolest thing in the world? Story goes, it was bought for a grandchild. way back when. Now, I've got no idea what year this thing is. I have no idea. I haven't even looked it up yet. But it all seemed to function okay. Somewhat. It's sticky. It's gummy, so most likely it's, you know, the grease is hardened up in it. But we're going to take care of that. We're going to clean it all out. And we're going to take this little guy out and we're going to catch some fish with it. Don't know if anything was ever actually caught with it. Who knows? I mean, it looks brand new. It looks brand spanking new. Judging by, I would say this is, I would say 60s, mid 60s, late 60s. It's best I can guess. Maybe earlier than that. I don't know. Because it has some plastic parts that I'm pretty sure, you know, probably started happening somewhere around the late 60s. We're going to look it up and do some more homework on it. But first, let's get this thing apart and get it fixed up. I see there's some line tangled around the reel area here, but it looks new. I mean, it looks brand new. I just took all the old line off of it. You can see that looks, Shirley Temple didn't have curls like that. And anyway, we're going to put some 6-pound trout magnet on it, SOS, and we're going to get to flinging this thing. So let's get to tearing it apart. There's that little bit of grease up there, and that is it. She's kind of wobbly. Improvised. So here we go. A 3'10" combo rod with a Heddon 112 all metal spin cast reel. Going to take its first cast in many, many years. All right, everything's good. Got the drags kind of set. All right, here we go. That's pretty good distance. And we're reeling. We're reeling. Oh, and we got a fish. We got a fish. The reel is about to come out of its seat, but I got a fish. Okay, I don't know that this has a gear ratio. I'm not even sure. I'm serious. Look at that. And there it is, his first fish. Well, with me anyway. We have our first fish. That's awesome. First cast, first fish. That's awesome. And we got to do something about the reel trying to come out of the seat. I had that pretty tight. Let's tighten that down again just in case. I've had flashbacks of reels coming off ever since that Johnson Century took a dive on me way back when off that sorry eagle claw rod that I had it on. Let's see if we can get that a little tighter. No, that's not any better. Well, I guess it is what it is. It doesn't feel like it's coming out, but you can see that's wobbling around. Probably needs something stuck up under the back of it there. I'd have to put a piece of bark. Okay, I guess we're going to be making a on-site repair. Oh no, maybe not. We might be leaving it just like it is. Yeah, we're going to leave it just like it is. We want to catch one fish and then break the doggone thing. It does cast a long way. I'll give it that. But I didn't think I was going to get it back in. I don't know if it's reeling fast enough to make the tail on this on his bait waggle. What is this? What's going on? A leaf. And then the leaf comes off. The cork handle is trying to... Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that or not. That's not good. I would venture to say that the Heddon combo with 112 was not an expensive combo. We're on the old cherrywood. Man, I'm tell you what, I sure am gonna miss this rod when its day comes. Because it has been one good rod for all of these reviews of these old spinning casts. But now we can get it out there probably a little further, which means it's gonna take 11.5 times longer to get the fish in with the gear ratio this thing's got. But anyway, we're on tight. Let's make sure we're on tight. Yes, we're on tight. Let's give her a fling. That's a lot more comfortable. Oh, right there at the bank, I saw him when he hit. Ooh, I'm the bass master. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably got y'all wet. I've eaten sardines bigger than you. But that's fish number 2. See ya. Whee! At this low rate of speed that that bait is traveling, the sea tails tend to perform a little bit better at slow rates of speed. Oh, like that. There we go. There we go. Well, you're not the biggest crappie out here, but you're a crappie. Ta-da! We've got a crappie. Come on here. Look at that. Just a color change. That's all it took. Oh, that crappie was like on the bank. I watched him swim out and grab that. I wonder if you're not the one making all those noise over there in the bushes, are you? No way. Oh, I'm really surprised that stayed in his mouth. Anyway, there's 2 crappies on me. Yeah, if he can't get that in his mouth. There we go. There we go. Meanwhile, Tuesday morning, he's still reeling the fish in. Oh, you're a teeny fella. I mean a teeny tiny fella. But a fella nevertheless. We got something. So, just as sure as you can imagine, I cut the camera off because we won't catch nothing. And bluegill hits this little slayer that I got here. And I'll be honest with you, these little old baits here, I get them at Walmart. I don't know who makes them, but they're for Walmart or whatever. They're great for this kind of thing. It's catching little bluegills and little small bass and stuff like that. But, you know, you cut the camera off and what happens? You catch a fish. Doesn't make any sense. So, surefire way to catch fish, cut the camera off, or your battery dies. Or, you know, your lure gets tangled up in the string and doesn't want to retrieve correctly. Oh, oh, yes, yes. Don't die, battery. Please don't die. Well, you're not big. We finally got a decent bass anyway. Boy, you got that hook buried. And there you have it. A little bass on a little reel that was just picked up at the flea market. Thank you, Mr. Bass. There we go. There we go. We got something. We got something. What do we got? Got us a red ear. It's not big, but we're catching fish now. It's that time of the day. Hello, friends. The Heddon 112. Yeah, the Heddon 112 came as a combo. What time is it getting to be? I got to be out here in 20 minutes. It came as a combo. Came with the rod that we broke. It cracked right here, and now the top half is trying to come out of there. That one little bluegill broke the rod, but that's okay. Really wasn't after the rod anyway. The rod, we all know the rods from that time frame. They weren't hitting on much, especially when you're talking combos. It is what it is. But the Heddon 112, good little reel. I would take this hands down over that last 33, Zebco 33 I used. It has some issues. It doesn't seem like the drag works very well. But, you know, I kept tightening and tightening and tightening until finally it started to work a little bit. Why? I don't know. Probably because it's not the greatest drag system in the world. But what do you want? You know, we bought this thing at the flea market for $10. We did a stop, drop, and roll. We stopped, found something, dropped some money, and rolled on over here to the campground and went fishing with something that probably never would have been fishing again. To me, that's pretty cool. That's the cool part of this. Some people might say, hey man, you wasted $10. No, I didn't. You know, there's gonna come a time in our lives when we're not gonna be useful anymore, and we're gonna be sitting around, and you're gonna hope somebody would come take you out and go fishing. That's what I just did. So anyway, stop, drop, and roll. That's what we did. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this Heddon 112 combo. It turned out to be a single, not a combo. But we caught fish. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, if you're interested in any of this stuff and you're enjoying it, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell and you'll know when I'm doing more of this kind of weird stuff. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching. Later. Going home and make me a hot dog or a hamburger or something.